distraction. And since I know that, I'd rather I help you through the distraction, because you're probably at least going to stay tuned to the show versus going off and watching some football game or Dancing with the Stars or Game of Zombies or whatever that stuff is called. Maybe they should merge those two shows together. Game of Thrones and The Walking Dead, and call it Game of Dead or something. That would be the ultimate hit, since those are two big shows right now. At least I think they are. I don't know. I don't pay attention to that stuff anymore. I don't need the distraction. If I need to distract, I've got enough talent to do such a thing. Anyways, folks, we're getting near another break. Hope you're enjoying tonight's broadcast. I'm not quite as fired up. I am inside. I have to tell you, I am so fired up over these protests. I'm angry that I'm watching my country burn. Yet, I don't want to get mad about it. At least I don't want to show I'm mad about it. There's no point in getting my blood pressure up and getting all crazy on here on the radio, because I know it's there for a purpose. And all I can do is inform you. And all I can do is point you in the direction. And all I can do is shame the idiots for being these morons out there burning the country down. That's all I can do. I'm not Atlas. I don't control the world. I don't have the power to wake people up and slap every person in the face and say, listen, you idiot. You're destroying the country. You're taking away everybody's freedom in the process. So I do it here. And I hope that you share the show, you tell people about it, and you join in the fight to preserve our freedom, to preserve the best parts of what this country is about, and to preserve the John Lebang Show. Anyways, folks, we're going to take a quick break as we're running up against the clock again. We got more in the second half hour, in the second hour here of the John Lebang Show, so stay tuned. Plenty to come.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Listening there. Don't go anywhere. The John Lebang Show is going to be right back. Just ask the hillbilly.
That's right. Right after this.
What about me? Maybe next time.
Fans, do you need a video for your brand new song but don't have a lot of money? Then contact John Lebang. His reasonable rates, professional look, and fast turnarounds will help get that song off the ground. Contact him at jlebang.com.
If you are elderly, disabled, receiving SSI or Medicaid, and you have a medical need or require assistance with daily housework, shopping, grooming, medication, you may qualify for housekeeping at no cost. Call now. VIP Home Healthcare, 248-579-3805. VIP Home Healthcare, there when you need them. That's 248-579-3805.
You know, if you're getting married soon and you need good entertainment, you need to contact John Lebang. He's got 30 years of experience of wedding entertainment under his belt, and there is no one better and no one cheaper. He's running a special to the end of the year, $500 for your wedding if you book now. Contact John Lebang by email at jlebang@live.com or go to his website. That's www.jlebang.com.
Well, it's that time of year again. The temperatures are dropping, and so are the leaves, and they're clogging up your gutters. Now, I know you don't want to go up there and do that yourself, so why don't you call John? He's running a fall special right now, $95 to clean out your gutters on a one-story house. So get those gutters cleaned before winter comes, and then some real damage happens. Look him up on Facebook, John's Gutter Cleaning. Leave it up to him.
Hey, man, it's at the bottom of the hour, man. Do you know where your kids are, man?
All right, folks, welcome back as we are moving right along here. Continuing with our little discussion on the New World Order. You know, I don't get it all in, and then I'm thinking about it during a break, and I'm like, well, I got to continue. And that's what I've got to do here, because we only got to the police on the streets and the increased surveillance and the Hegelian dialectic. But this stuff is brought upon us by secret societies of elitists. You can call them whatever you want, because these people are in all of them. They might be in this group and that group and this other group. They may be part of a couple groups. But these are people who think they're better than all of us and know how to manipulate the vast majority of people into literally asking for the New World Order. Now, these elitists are not very public. Most of them stay in the shadows. We don't know who they are. They'll send us out their puppets and their public figures, you know, like John McCain, Hillary Clinton, George Soros, the Koch brothers, Pat Robertson, all these guys. Heck, the more I look at it, probably Donald Trump. You see, the New World Order is an eagle or a phoenix. And those are birds. And the birds need two wings, and that's why they're always talking about the left wing and the right wing. And it doesn't matter, Nancy Pelosi, Harry Reid, Paul Ryan, they're all part of the bird, the phoenix. And you need the left wing and you need the right wing to fly the bird. There's not a bird out there that can fly with only one wing. At least I don't believe so. And this bird that has two wings, and sometimes it flies to the left, and sometimes supposedly it flies to the right, it's always going towards that capstone, though. Heading up to the capstone. What the capstone wants. And since they've got us completely in shambles, at least here in the United States, they've got the people that they call the left and the people that they call the right, and then they got the people in the I don't care mode. We just need distraction all the time. And that's the vast majority of people. They can't handle the ideas, the concepts that are given to them. It's beyond them, so they want to be distracted constantly. We fight amongst, they give us so much to fight amongst ourselves with. Yet, like I said in the first hour, none of them are hardly ever held accountable for anything. Look at the things they've got us divided on right now. Illegal immigration. Illegal immigration. We're talking about people who the first thing they did was break the law, coming in our country illegally. Now, if somebody walked in your house unannounced, came in the door, sat down and started doing whatever they do in your house, you'd call the cops, wouldn't you? And you'd have them removed. Or you would remove them, wouldn't you? And if you're a gun-bearing person, if you have a firearm, you will probably do it at a gunpoint to get them the heck out of your house. Or you might shoot them. The country is very much like your home. and you need to treat the borders of the country like you treat the entryways of your home and your property. Now, the people who do not have property may not understand this concept. And these are probably the same people who are out there burning down and ruining other people's property in St. Louis and elsewhere. They divide us on illegal immigration. They divide us on health care. And it's not health care. It's health insurance. They've got people believing that you need insurance to have good health care. And the insurance companies, who take in billions and billions, if not trillions of dollars, make a fortune. Look at their executives and how much they pay to them. Look, those are all people that if you didn't have to have insurance, that money could be kept between the doctor and the patient. Now, I'm not saying you don't have to have health care, or if you want health care, you shouldn't have it, because if you want to purchase a product that provides you some kind of benefit, then fine and dandy, go ahead and do it. That's great. But don't pass it off as health care, because it's not. They divide us on sexual orientation and gender. And then what they do is they divide us on gender, and then they confuse genderism. And you got that place out, and I think it was California or Oregon. It was Oregon, I'm almost sure now, saying, oh, we're going to start teaching transgenderism to these kids at 8 years old. And if you want to be a transgender at 8, go right ahead. I mean, you're messing with people's minds. They do it constantly. They tell you one thing, they get you riled up in one way, and they propose the opposite to confuse the situation, to set it on fire. And the vast majority of people aren't educated enough. And I don't care that you have some kind of college education. That doesn't make you qualified to understand what the deeper purposes of the elite are. That makes you either a good memorizer or somebody who has enough patience to deal with these stupid universities to get a piece of paper that says you can do something. And I'm not disparaging people who go to college either. It's all a preference thing. And they've convinced everybody that they've got to go to college, yet there are going to be no jobs in the future because they're headed towards a robotic workforce. So what are you going to do with all these college students that are looking for degrees, that are becoming they're in debt over education that is overpriced, and there's going to be very little of a market to go to? Because I don't care how many people go into a certain field or train in a certain field, go to college to be a certain specific profession, and then can't be in that profession, and are lucky enough, are barely lucky if they have a profession that's even closely related to what they went and studied for. Because there aren't enough jobs in those fields, and